A federal judge has dismissed a gun charge against a 24-year-old man from Virginia, Henrry Josue Villatoro Santos, who was labeled by the Trump administration as a top leader of the MS-13 gang. Despite the dismissal of the felony charge, Villatoro Santos still faces deportation to his native El Salvador. Senior Judge Claude Hilton issued a brief order on April 30 to dismiss the charge at the request of federal prosecutors. Villatoro Santos, who lacks legal status in the United States, remains at risk of being sent to a notorious mega prison in El Salvador, as stated by his lawyer in court filings. The Trump administration has deported hundreds of migrants accused of having ties to Salvadoran and Venezuelan gangs to El Salvador's Terrorism Confinement Center, known as CECOT. Many of those deported had no criminal records or gang affiliations. On May 1, a federal judge ruled that the Trump administration could not send immigrants to detention in El Salvador under the Alien Enemies Act. Later that day, the administration requested the Supreme Court to review the case. Villatoro Santos is currently held in immigration and customs enforcement custody at the Farmville Detention Center in Virginia. He has an immigration court hearing scheduled for June 3. His lawyer, Mohammed El-Sayed, stated in an email on May 2 that the government has used Villatoro Santos as a prop in a political publicity stunt. He emphasized that no one in America should fear being denied basic due process rights when detained by the government or fear being forcibly sent to a foreign autocracy without due process. In late March, top administration officials, including Attorney General Pam Bondi and FBI Director Kash Patel, highlighted Villatoro Santos' arrest at his mother's home in Prince William County, near Washington, D.C. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin criticized Democrats for not arresting Villatoro Santos sooner. Despite limited evidence, officials claimed Villatoro Santos was one of the top 3 MS-13 leaders in the country, overseeing gang operations along the East Coast. Bondi stated at the time that America is safer today because one of the top domestic terrorists in MS-13 is off the streets. The Department of Justice did not respond to a request for comment on May 2 regarding the dismissal of charges. The FBI, whose agents conducted surveillance at Villatoro Santos' family home, declined to comment. Youngkin's office referred questions to the U.S. Attorney's Office, which also declined to comment, citing it as an ongoing matter. Prince William County Police referred questions to federal officials and declined to comment on any alleged gang ties. Virginia court records show that Villatoro Santos had a November case resulting in 2 misdemeanors for driving without a license and insurance. Previously, he pleaded guilty to marijuana possession, a misdemeanor, in 2019. The arrest at his mother's home revealed that Villatoro Santos appeared to live in a garage converted into a bedroom. Inside, an ICE deportation officer reported finding firearms, ammunition, 2 suppressors, and signs of MS-13 affiliation. Federal prosecutors charged him with a single felony for an undocumented immigrant possessing a gun, but moved to withdraw the case less than 2 weeks later. On April 9, Bondi announced plans to seek his removal from the country. In emergency motions described as unusual, El-Sayed sought to delay the dismissal of the federal case against his client, fearing Villatoro Santos would be deported and detained without due process in CECOT. He referenced Kilmar Abrigo Garcia, a Maryland father mistakenly deported to El Salvador and placed in CECOT, whom federal courts ordered to be returned. In response to Villatoro Santos' potential removal, federal prosecutors stated in court filings that it is within the United States' prerogative to seek the removal of aliens illegally or unlawfully present in the country instead of prosecuting them. El-Sayed noted that Villatoro Santos has now had hearings before district and magistrate judges and an immigration judge, demonstrating that our system is capable of handling these matters expeditiously.